Hey gang, it's Scott here and doing a little project here. I had a little brainstorm and being that I collect records and I make a lot of videos and about record collecting and things and among my other interests, I had an idea that a cheap way that you can display your records, because we all know that the cool thing about vinyl records is the cover art, and you have a perpetual art gallery among the records you have. Problem is, most people, they store them in shelves and they only really see the artwork when they pull out the record to play it. But if you're like me and you're kind of a cheapskate, one cool thing you want to do is you want to kind of display those records in a way that is really inexpensive. And I kind of came up with this. I don't know if anybody else ever thought of this. I kind of thought of it out of the brew. Boy, there's a Freudian slip. I had a few beers today. Out of the blue, this idea of hanging your records with coat hangers. Now, coat hangers you can do something with, and this is, I had to actually buy these. At first I thought I had some laying around, but I didn't. But these are actually some pretty good ones because they're kind of insulated, and they have this little plastic thing, and I'm going to use that in a unique way. But what you can do here, take a record. I'd use a cheap record for initially bending and molding your hanger here. What you're going to do, first of all, you're going to take the hook part and you're going to twist it so that it's at an angle like that to the rest of the hanger. Then you're going to take it to what will be the bottom of the record. Just kind of hang it like that and let it find its natural center line. Now what you're going to do, I'm just going to kind of pull this about that far, because I want some space here and some space there, maybe a little less. Now I'm going to kind of look at this and I'm going to say, okay, right about there and right about there, because I want this part of the hanger hidden behind the record. So I'll take it like this, and I'm going to kind of just bend it about there and about like that. So it kind of looks like this. It doesn't have to look perfect, okay, because it's going to be hidden. It's more functional than looks wise. I also want it to be kind of flat along its back there. Then I'm going to kind of rehang it to the record here. Maybe pull it a little bit more till it looks about like that. Now, like I said, I found where this hook is naturally going to sit, and I want it to be there because this is going to be at an angle, because when I hang this on the wall, it's going to form a natural angle so that this is going to stay on the wall. It's not going to fall out of this holder. Okay, so I'm going to kind of sight that, take the record out, kind of see where that is. I'm going to take you could use an electrician's pliers or one of these just combination pliers that has a cutting edge, and I kind of want to cut a little bit beyond that point there, maybe right about there. Cut it. Cut that part off. Now I'm going to take this little plastic piece and I'm going to reuse it. I'm going to recap it to there, like that. And if you can see that little click cap is going to naturally hold that bottom edge of the record on. Now I'm going to go into the room that I'm going to hang this, and I'll show you how I would hang this. Okay, I'm in the room where I'm going to mount 3 of these little holders. I still have to make a couple more in for here. And first thing you want to do, you kind of want to estimate where you want to mount your spacing, you know, the height or whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, I want to put 3. So probably I'll put 1 here, maybe 1 there, and then 1 there. And what you're going to do, you're mainly going to use the album positioning to find your mountings for this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 finishing nails, and I'm going to put the finishing nails right about where this loop meets the edge of the cover on both sides. But I don't want it too tight, because you want to be able to easily take your record in and out of this little holder. This holder will stay attached to the wall. And a nice thing about this this plastic coated wire hanger, it's not going to scratch up your, or it shouldn't scratch up your painted walls, or if you have like wood paneling, things like that. Or even if you have like a regular bare wire hanger, you could use like some pieces of like vinyl electrical tape or whatever to kind of insulate that. But in my case, all I have to do is place this in here, take a nail and my hammer, kind of put it all about, let's say right about there. Find out where that's actually going to sit. And then I'm going to put my first nail in. Got to try to hold the whole thing kind of together. It's kind of hard because now I got to reach down to the hammer here. Pick up the hammer. That's about there. Now I want to use this whole thing. I want to find the center. I use this and try to center that. And that looks pretty much right on the money. Like I said, I want this nail right up to the edge of the cover. About like that. Maybe. See, enough to hold the record in, like that. But at the same time, you want to be able to take it easily in and out of your holder. I have a lot of records that I like to take care of, and I don't want to damage the jacket, whatever. So that's just one of them. And then I'll do 2 others later. Okay, you can see I got the 3 mounted there, and they're relatively evened up, so that's kind of nice. And I've been busy also. I did some in the living room. And here's my living room display. And like I said, it's like you have an art gallery. You can rotate your exhibit anytime you want, or you can just put them on there waiting to play them, or whatever. These little holders I came up with, they easily hold the album with the disc inside. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it gave you some ideas, and until then, keep it groovy. I'll see you later.